Hi and welcome to Bitches of Horror. This is day 2 of Monsters of Film. Tonight we get to see Candyman, and right now we have Jason Meredith here with us, who is the festival director. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you do for the festival?
Well, what I do is that I make sure that things flow smoothly through the festival and before the festival and partly after the festival as well. Before the festival, it's working with the program group to select films and make sure that things are working out, and then contacting film studios, getting the prints. Not getting the prints. I've got one of the best film coordinators in Sweden who does that, Anna Wilson. But I make the deals with them, and Anna brings the prints in, and then we start talking to cinemas, and it's like laying the puzzle of what the weekend will be, the program, and then making sure that everything flows now. The films are in place, prints, guests are in place, the audiences are in place, and then next week will be like coma and just making sure that the last of the invoices are paid and sent off.
That's amazing. Wow. That sounds like a lot of work. But since you oversee all the movies that are shown at the festival, what do you recommend to go see?
I would recommend to see everything as much as you can, because these films are more or less one-offs. They're on the big screen, on a big screen in the theatre for one night only, and then they'll disappear again. So anything you can take a chance to see on the big screen, I would recommend to see on the big screen. But if I would pick selections out of it, I would definitely say, Puppet Master, because we have the directors coming to screen the film with us and talk about it and show their new short film. One of my favourites in this, a lot of the films are favourites, but one of the things I really liked this year is What Keeps You Alive, Colin Meehan's new film. And I have a very strange relationship with that film, because when I was first watching it, I didn't really feel it. And then halfway through, it just snapped into place, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. So I actually went back and rewatched it straight away again, and it's got some fantastic music on the soundtrack. And I would also recommend our seminars, because they're very important to us. We've been trying for a long time to get a working relationship going with the Miskatonic Institute of Horror Studies. And a couple of years, Miskatonic is driven by Kayla Janice, among others. And we had Kayla here for a couple of years ago, and she gave a great seminar. So we've actually got 2 more seminars this year from the Miskatonic. And one of them is about witches and the divine feminine in film. And the other one is about black horror, and all about, how black horror is represented in horror films. Which is an awesome film, which is why we're screening Candyman tonight and why we screened The Craft last night, because the theme this year is witches. So it's important for us to bring substance and content to the film programming beyond the films, information, and talk about the films as well.
Wow, it seems like I can't wait for the seminars. They sound amazing. So thank you so much for all the work you put in. I also have to note that Jason is actually one of the founders of Last Eggs Entertainment, but we'll talk more about that another time. Thank you for everything, and stay horrific.
Thank you.